WIP Mania day 5, and I am still keeping up. Different WIP every day. So today's WIP is a Glendon Place design called Witch's Wheel, and I haven't worked on this for quite a while. This is a little bit outside my normal choice for pattern design because, you know, it's actually quite a scary pattern, I think. And let me show you where I'm at so far. So there's my witch that I've done so far. So I'm on, obviously, this side of the wheel. And when I was stitching her, so let me turn you around here, you can see her eyes. It's quite scary, don't you think? Anyways, Halloween should be a bit scary. And my friend Tracy stitched and finished this piece, and this is the reason why I decided to do it, because when I saw hers, when it's finished, those are all beads. Anything that's a color in this pattern, those are beads, and it's quite amazing when it's done. So I'm actually going to ask Tracy if she could post a picture in the Facebook group of her finish so that you can actually see in real life what it looks like when it's done. I'm using the called for fabric, so as you can see, there's quite a difference between what you see in the picture and what I have in reality here. This is Picture This Plus, I think. Pretty sure, Picture This Plus. Yes, Picture This Plus, and it's called Solar. That's the name of the colorway. Solar Flare. I think the word flare is there. It doesn't say, but I remember when I bought it, I thought it said Solar Flare, but maybe it's just Solar. This is a hand-dyed Belfast linen. And I believe this is a 28 count, I think. I don't remember. I'm doing it 2 strands over 2. It looks like a 28 count, pretty sure. So that's my progress so far, and I hope to be working on this on and off today when I have a bit of free time. So I'll get Tracy to post a picture of her finish so that you can see how amazing it is and why I was shiny nickeled into purchasing and stitching this. Now, DMC 310, that's all I'm using, because if you've been around these here parts long enough, you know that I have a cone of DMC 310. I'm never going to run out of DMC 310 anytime soon. So, but I am getting through it. Surprisingly, I'm getting through it. It's a very handy thing to have. So anyways, this is it for today, and tomorrow I will share what I get done today. So that being said, I'd like to share with you what I did on yesterday's WIP. Just to recap, Starry Skies Counted Canvas by from Nancy's Needle. And as you can see, that's what I got done yesterday. So I'm up in the top right, and I finished 2 of the stars completely, and I did all of the fill-in. This is the treasure braid here, and this, I'm going to bring you close in so you can see. Don't look at my terrible home manicure that needs redoing, but anyways, just ignoring that. You can see the slight different silver there. That's the Karen Snow, and there's the treasure braid right there. And I finished up the pearl cotton that's involved in that little section, and it was quite a successful day for this WIP, so I'm pleased with that progress. I've had a lot of people who have sent me messages about this design. It's been a very popular WIP, and I can completely understand why. Not a lot of people are familiar with canvas work. Maybe you're seeing this for the first time and you're wondering, you know, is it hard? It looks like something I'd really like to do. Why is it on, you know, a frame already? Is that its frame? These are the stretcher bars that I use to hold the canvas in hand while I stitch. This is not going to be the frame that I end up framing it with. It's just simply the stretcher bars that hold the canvas taut so that I can stitch with it. I had another question wondering whether there were any specialty stitches in here or whether it was just the Jobelin stitch. And that's all there is. This is actually a very, very good beginner starter canvas piece because I'll bring you close in. So you see those slanted stitches? These, everything's on a diagonal. That is the Jobelin stitch. That's all it is. So this entire piece is just made up of variations of the slanted Jobelin stitch in various lengths. That's all it is. And then other than doing the Bargello tuck to start and end your threads on the back, and I start with a waist knot at the very beginning when I have nothing on the canvas. I start with a waist knot. And then it's just the Bargello tuck on the back to start and finish, and the slanted Jobelin stitch for the rest of the entire design. That's it. It's very straightforward. It's a very fast craft because, you know, I did all of that, I'm gonna say in about maybe an hour and a half. That's about it. I was a little distracted last night. We started watching Lost in Space on Netflix. It's really good. I really enjoyed it. We were watching it with my son, and he and I were quite into it. So I'm looking forward to a few more episodes of that today. But I was a little distracted. If I hadn't been distracted, I probably would have finished the rest to the top of the design and maybe even carried around to the other side because it's very fast. So I hope you enjoyed that. And if you're, you know, on the fence about starting canvas or ordering this pattern, let me just tell you, it is a really pleasurable thing to do. You know, if you can afford the supplies and the pattern and everything, and you want to learn a new craft, this is a great way to do it. It's the Nancy's Needle patterns are very, very well done. They're very clear. They include instructions on how to do the Jobelin stitch and the Bargello tuck. The charts are clear, well written, nicely printed. And the supplies, you know, what's not to like about those colors and those threads. A lot of fun. So enjoy. I'm off to start Witch's Wheel and do a bit of sewing today for Evertote. I hope you have a wonderful Saturday, and I will see you tomorrow morning.